Hey guys, it's Panda. So I just wanted to do a quick semi-update vlog. The last 2 times I tried to do a tour vlog since Christmas, there was something wrong with it and a reason I couldn't upload it. So I'm just doing a really quick one before I have dinner and have a lot of other stuff I have to do in the next couple days, so I don't have a lot of time to record. But I just wanted to do this since my apartment, or my setup area at least, is cleaned up and I just got done vacuuming and doing housework and all kinds of stuff. So I just wanted to do this before it gets messed up again. Anyway, also before the main reason I wanted to rush and do this now is because sadly, which I knew this was going to happen and I knew this day was going to come, I have to part ways with my PS4. And you might remember how excited I was to get it and how I was basically trying to get the VR set up and well enough that I could play it without getting sick, or being able to see it well enough to, enjoy it in any way. I got it set up mostly to the point where I can see it. I didn't try it long enough to see if it would make me sick, but it was still very blurry and pixelated and not anywhere near like Real Vision enough to be comfortable. But I was gonna try some things out, and I just really honestly, I don't know how when I was younger I had time to do so much, but I just feel like I'd never had time to relax and enjoy something like that lately. So yeah, I never got to do that. I never got to play anything in VR. I was going to, as soon as I saw that I had sold it, just the PS4, by the way. I had the PS4 I listed just the other day after having both of them listed as a set for at least a week, 10 days, something like that, and nobody ever bought it. I kept dropping the price. And nobody bought it, so I just listed the PS4 by itself because I'm kind of desperate for some funds right now. And yeah, so I sold that, and honestly, I'm not as torn up about it as I thought I'd be, because I have not been able to touch it in months and it's just sitting there. And to be honest, it makes me mad that other people in my family buy things that just sit there and never get used, and things like, anyway, I don't want to get into it, but I've basically sold everything that I have that's valuable, and the things that I have that are collectibles, I have listed or have tried to list or have looked up and seen that they're not worth enough to list. Like even my unopened Cyberpunk memorabilia is just not selling, each individual thing is not selling enough to make it worth listing. I mean, some of it is just worth more than that to me, and other things are just not worth enough to bother with. So I have things listed that are worth enough to list, and I'm not able to sell anything. Like I have several sets of books listed right now, and different like other media, movies, things like that. And if I had anything that I knew was worth very much, like even if my Cyberpunk headphones were still worth anything, if they worked, if the Wi-Fi part, or the wireless part rather, worked, I would probably be able to sell them. But I did have my entire PlayStation setup listed with my Astro headset, because I've never used them really, and they're pretty much brand new in the box. And I just sold the PS4 set with some of the games, so I'll probably end up listing the VR set by itself for like $100. I doubt it's worth more than that at this point. It just keeps decreasing in value, so I'm not thinking I'm going to get much for it. I'm really the biggest thing I'm disappointed by right now is that I wasn't able to find Avatar in VR or 3D at all, like just be able to watch it like I did in the theater. Because I heard you can watch movies in VR like that, and I just haven't been able to find like the right app or the right program or how to set it up like that. I've looked at several different videos that just don't have, they have like some kind of, you know, spam for some app that you have to pay for, or some website that you have to join for getting this movie thing or whatever from it. I just never found anything that was legit that you could just install on your PS4 and be able to watch movies like you're in the theater. And I was hoping I could watch Avatar like in maybe 3D. I do have the dual screen 3D version of it, but I have nothing to watch it on, so I'm just kind of like stuck with, right now I'm trying to get through several of my Blu-rays on my PS4 because I don't have a regular Blu-ray player, so I'm just watching those. And the only reason I'm not playing anything is because I'm multitasking. I have a shit ton more editing to get done by tomorrow afternoon, so I'm working on that. I'm cleaning house. I was working on listing other things. Now I have to work on, as soon as I'm done with this, probably by tomorrow morning, I have to clear it and box it up to ship out, so I'm not going to be able to do much after that. I was going to do an unboxing of Stray so that I could play it. If I didn't have editing work right now, I'd be doing that. I'd be unboxing Stray and playing it on video because that's one of the things I really wanted to do on my channel. Thought I had time to do it, but I'm not being offered any other options to make a lot of money at one time other than my editing, which, to be honest, if I didn't have this chair and this little folding table set up, I have to get up from like every 10 or 15 minutes just because it drives me nuts to sit there and have my tailbone go numb and have my legs start hurting and have just constantly be uncomfortable. So I have to get up every 15 minutes at the most to walk around or do something else for a few minutes. And that's why I have either YouTube playing or today I'm just watching Blu-ray movies to get caught up on those. And I have so many other videos planned. It's ridiculous, but I am just really depressed that I didn't get to do any of the PlayStation games for you guys. I still have Steam. I still have plans to get a Switch if I don't get another PS4, which, by the way, is not going to be that hard in the future once I get my meds harvested or get caught up on, you know, the funds that I'm trying to come up with and get my editing done to the point where I have enough. I can probably get another PS4 for $150 used, so I'm not too worried about that. It's, you know, something I can do in the future when I'm able to play games more freely, I guess. But right now I have this other obsession, if you didn't notice, that is a little costly. I managed to find, I have this passion for like scouring the internet to find the cheapest possible you know, deal I can get on something that I really want. So if I see a book I really want, I scour eBay, I scour all the used Amazon books, and any other website that sells used books, and I just try to find the cheapest one I can find that's not, you know, it's got to be at least in very good condition, though. I don't like anything that's really torn up or beat up or, you know, ripped up or anything. It's for my collection, so I try to get them as good a condition as I can because I like to keep them that way so I can resell them later, which is what I'm doing with some of my stuff, and I've had to do for over 10 years, just resell everything. So, you know, if it's not already tied down on my wall, or if it's not something that's super sentimental and not worth very much, it's pretty much for sale. So I'm selling a ton of stuff and working my butt off on my editing, and that's why I'm not playing games. I just stopped for a minute to do this before I eat my dinner and take a shower and get back to work. So I just wanted to let you guys know what was up with me. I'm stressed out to the max right now because of funds that I'm trying to come up with, and also because my inspections for the apartments is on the February 8th. And you guys saw my plant set up in my room. It's not very discreet right now, and by then it's going to be in full bloom, and I'm probably going to have to harvest it just before that, whether they're ready or not. So keep your fingers crossed for me that I can get something off of them, because I have spent a shit ton of money on those plants, and wow, if I can't get anything off of them, that is going to be probably $600 down the drain that I've put into those plants just to get that, whole setup going and to get them to this point. And I've got the nutrients that I'm putting in them and watering them every other day. So keep your fingers crossed for me that they'll harvest well, at least well enough to make it worth it. My grower is going to be harvesting pretty soon, so at least I won't have to go to the dispensary again. I'm going to be doing a small video about the bud that I got at the dispensary, because I did have to go once this month. So I did get several different strains, which I have to have a small rant when I do that video, because the most expensive ones I got were actually horrible. So I'm going to do that pretty soon, hopefully before a couple more days here. And I've also got to do my flip through of my calendars. I've been waiting to switch my calendar to my new one, which I have right here, after I flip through all of them, because I wanted to do a collection flip through of all my Tokidoki calendars and then put this one up. And I'm going to be doing that in the next few days so I can get that one on the wall. I've still got December up right now, so I'll be taking that down, doing a flip through, and then putting the new one up on video. So stay tuned for that, and wish me luck on the PlayStation thing. I'm waiting for the funds to hit my bank account so I can get things paid off and get that shipped out. And I will probably only be buying one book with that money, because the rest of it has to go into medicine, and I owe somebody a little bit money from that. So hopefully I'll be able to get a new one in the future, or better yet, a new Switch, or if I happen to strike it rich or find somebody who's lucky enough to get these for free. My biggest dream in the world is to have a Steam Deck, because holy crap, would that be perfect. That would be so perfect. I could take it anywhere. I could sit anywhere. I could do way more than just games on it. That would be so perfect. Honestly, if I still had my Surface 5 tablet that I got way back when, I would have probably kept it when I got my editing job, which happened after I sold it, because I really need something that I can do everything on from something portable like that. And I keep having to decrease the quality of my phone, so that's not helping. But yeah, I need to get a new phone too, because my government phone is not working out. I keep having dropped calls. I can't make phone calls where they can hear me. It's embarrassing trying to make phone calls on it. It's no good for anything other than calls and texts anyway, and wow, it is frustrating. So I'm trying to get to the point where I can pay off this phone, which is already half defective too. So I still owe like, I don't know, $100 on it or something before I can get a new one through, Boost or T-Mobile, where I can get an upgrade and just pay it off over 2 years, which is what this was supposed to be before I had to drop the T-Mobile, because they were charging me $65 a month for not very good service. So I'll probably switch back to Boost after I pay this off, and hopefully I can get a Pixel, because I really, really, really want that camera for my content. So wish me luck on everything, and I'll probably be doing some flip through videos and a strain video pretty soon, so stay tuned for that. I hope everybody's having a good New Year's and staying safe and happy and warm, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.